right, so let's go ahead and start right here. And breathe. Exhale as we let those wings slowly go down. And inhale as we float them up. Just getting rid of all that in our body. Just exhale it all out. Inhale and open that heart. Feel everything that's going on. It's all happening. You just need to tune in and feel it. And one more time, inhaling, let those crazy thoughts float out of your mind. And if that's not happening for you, then focus on something else. The music, or your breathing, or my voice, or something else. And then the palms come forward and float up. Floating, floating about shoulder height. They gather in, pulling that energy into your heart and sinking it down. Sinking the chi. Chi energy is all around us. It's what makes the atoms do their thing with the protons and the electrons. That's the energy we're talking about. Those hands are going to slide all the way down to the bottom, put all the weight in one foot. I will step out with this foot, and you can step out with that. Half the weight goes in that foot that you stepped out on, and then on a puff of warm air, those arms float up. Right here, the elbows get too heavy for that air, and they sink down. And they get as far as they can go, the hands follow. Inhale and float everything back up again, opening the door. And exhale, let everything sink down. Fabulous. One more time, inhaling, floating it up, and exhale, let it back. Hands get to the bottom, let them circle out to the opposite sides. And one goes over the top, and the other one comes over the bottom to embrace the moon. I've got one on my shirt, so you can really see that. Exhale, and let that moon go back into orbit. Inhale to the other side. Beautiful. Catching the moon and letting it go. And one more time on this side. And let it go. Inhale as you gather up that moon one last time. And exhale to let it go. Let those fingertips just float back together in front. They slide toward your heart. Turn to a corner. I'm going to turn to this corner. You can turn to that corner. Step in. Palms come forward. Stepping out and push. We'll just move some mountains. Give ourselves some room to play today. Inhaling, sitting back. Exhaling, pushing forward. Knees are always flexed and never turning so that you're always comfortable. And if there's ever anything that you do that's not comfortable, then don't do it. That's how Tai Chi Fit works. One more inhale right here and exhale right there, and then palms go flat. Slide them to the front, step in, slide them to the other corner, and then step in with the other foot. And then stepping out, push. Move those mountains a little farther in the other direction. We need a lot of room to play today. Inhale and exhale. And let's do one more. And now we'll slide those hands, palm down to the front, step back in. And big hug right here for everybody. And let those palms go flat again, melting it down. And we'll go back to the beginning, sinking the chi 3 times. Inhaling to gather, exhaling to sink. Here comes the last one. And now we'll move on to some Qigong. So circle those hands around right down at the bottom. Float them up, palm up toward your heart. And then get about to your heart, flip them over, and press up. Pressing. I couldn't do this when my wrist was broken, but I fixed it now, so I can press. Oh, this one's still a little funky. This is standing like a pillar, holding up heaven. Inhale, and on your next exhale, just let that sink back down. Inhale, come on up, and we'll do that again. Right at the heart. Those hands flip over and press up. Hold heaven up there. Separating it out. Feel what's going on in your body. What is stretching? If anything hurts, don't do that. Relieve it. Release it. And on your next exhale, sink it back down again. Beautiful. And now we're going to take a little step out to the side. Only go as wide as is comfortable for you. And we will shoot a vulture. So the hands come right up in the front. And then one hand makes the arrow. You see that on my shirt? Index fingers up, the other fingers are curled in, and you've got a little V in this finger right there between your finger and your thumb. So both hands turn to the side. One hand grabs the bowstring, pulls it back. You can sink it down a little if you like. Let go of that bowstring. Both hands relax, and one hand that pulled the bowstring reaches out to the other side, and then both scoop up in the middle. And we'll do that to the other side. Hand forms the arrow crotch, and then you pull the string as you aim at that vulture. And let it go, and then reach out and scoop in. How low do you go? It does not matter. You can go all the way down, shooting that vulture, or you can go an inch. Inhaling, right here. Boom, and exhale. And inhale. Fabulous. Let's do that one more time on each side just because I like to torture. No, I don't. It's good for you. And let go of that bow. Keep breathing, inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling, coming up. Sweep it around. And exhale. Pull that string. Boom. And then inhale and come on back up. And you can heel toe your feet together again. A little bit closer. Big hug in the middle. Hands go flat. Melt it down. I got a frog in my throat. I don't know any Tai Chi moves that involve frogs. How about that? So we'll sink the chi. And inhale, lift and gather. Sink that chi. And one more time. Beautiful. Let your hands float up in front. Round out. And we'll do some Qigong. Let them float up in a big circle over your head, right? A big circle. The fingers don't need to touch, but it makes a circle. Inhale right here, and as you exhale, tip gently to one side. Tipping the movement. And just feel that stretch, and this long side should go all the way up your rib cage and maybe a little down into your thigh. And on your next inhale, come on up. And then on your next exhale, tip to the other side, making sure that your weight is even in both feet. You may have to push that hip up a little bit, keeping it straight. Feel that nice stretch, gentle. Don't go over too far. And then inhale and come on. And now we'll tip the moon with a reflection. So exhale to the other side, and then the one arm just goes straight out. The moon is reflecting on the water. Beautiful. I just love that image in my head. And inhale, come on back up. And exhale to the other side and reflecting in the water. Just a calm lake, moon, just sparkling on the water. And inhale, come on back up. Beautiful. Let the arms come down in front, all the way down. Just sink the chi one time with the shoulders relaxed. And now let both hands float up to your heart. One hand, it doesn't matter which one, will press down toward your thigh, and the other hand slips up, palm up, and presses up to the ceiling, separating heaven and earth, stretching out both sides. And then on your next inhale, come back into the center to your heart, and then opposite. Other hand presses down, other hand presses up, stretching it out. I can feel that all the way down to my fingers. Inhaling, and on your next exhale, let that all come back down. Beautiful. And we'll go ahead and sink the chi. Relaxing that. Fabulous. Now we'll do a little something different. Another qigong movement. Arms just come out. Relax your hands. They're just out from your sides. They're not touching your sides, just out. And we'll do the wise owl. So the chin turns to the shoulders. And the chin and shoulders as one turn toward the back corner. And then on an exhale, just get those hips involved and twist a little farther. See if you can be a wise owl and look behind. And then come back to the corner. Leave your hips alone and let the shoulders and chin come to the side. And then the chin by itself comes front. Fabulous. We'll do it to the other side. Chin and moving to the shoulders. Chin and shoulders to the corner. Little inhale here. And then exhale and twist everything. See how far you can look behind. And then on your inhale, slowly unwind. Bring all that forward, all the way to your chin, the last piece. And I bet this time you'll be able to twist farther because we've got it going on. So, other side, chin to shoulder, shoulders and chin to the corner, and exhale, hips and everything twist. And I bet you twist it a little bit farther. And inhale, slowly unwind and come back. Shoulders to the side and chin to the front. Beautiful. One more time. Other side, chin to shoulders. Shoulders and chin to the back. Little inhale here and then an exhale. Twisting with the hips and everything. Oh, yeah. And then unwind to the front. Beautiful. All right, that deserves a sinking of the chi. Arms float up, gather in, exhale. Well, let's do that a couple more times. Inhale, lift and gather. And exhale, sink. One more. Fabulous. All right, let's do a little farther step out again, just as far as is comfortable for you. You can hike up your hands if you need to, because we're going to squat a little bit, but not too far. And with your chin, point to a corner, whichever corner you want to go to first. And then lean out over that corner using your heart to press out. And then circle around to the other corner. And then come up. And come to the center. Beautiful. And then turn back to that corner, pressing that chin and heart straight out. And then sweep it around. And this is called the bear wags its tail. So don't forget to wag your tail. And come on up. So here's your inhale. And then as you go down in circle, and wag your tail, that's the exhale. And inhale again when you come up. Nice big circle. And let's do that back to the other side. Exhaling down and around. And inhaling, come up. Oh, that was cool. All right, let's do that one more time, both sides. Exhaling here. And around. You might find yourself a little bit more flexible on this circle around. And then don't forget to wag that tail. And back around. And inhale up. Fabulous. All right, heel toe those feet back in a little closer. Let your pants relax again. Might always do that. And now let's see what we'll do with our hands. We'll let them float up in front. Inhaling, inhaling, inhaling all the way up. Palms are toward each other. And now just gently massage the back of your head, sides of your neck. Come down in front of your arms and then go around the back. Right over those kidneys, lightly just touch and press. That's a meridian where all the chi flows. Go back over your sit bones, down your thighs as far as you can reach. And then we'll connect heaven and earth. Around in front and inhale as you come up. Beautiful. We'll do that a time or two more. So here's your exhales and inhales right as you come around. And there you go. Right along the back. There's a line that goes straight down. Both hips separates into the hamstrings, right behind your knees, around your feet, and then forward and up. Nice inhale right here. Connecting heaven and earth. Beautiful. Circles and circles. That's what chi flows in. The Chinese knew a long time ago, when energy stops in your body, that's when you get sick. So that's why they invented this. Qigong. And now just let those hands melt down in front. Big hug for everybody. Let them go flat. And continue to sink down. And then we'll sink the chi 3 times. Inhaling, lifting, gathering. Exhaling to sink. Beautiful. Yeah. Fabulous. One more time. Okay. Now we're going to step out again. And if you ever get aggravated, this is a really good one. You don't have to step out too far, remember, just till you're comfortable. Hands are going to form soft fists, just gentle fists. Fingers are up, okay? And they come right to your waist. You can go down as far as you want or as high as you want. Doesn't matter. Just so you're balanced. And what we're going to do is inhale right here and then punch mud. So exhale, bug out your eyes and punch like a big punching bag right in front of you. So inhale, take a hand and punch. And bring it back. Inhale. The other hand goes punch. And come on back. Good way to get out your frustrations. Inhale and punch. And out. 2 more times. Beautiful. And, I forgot to bug out my eyes. Oh, my gosh. Now I got to do it 2 more times. Really poke out your eyes. No one's seeing you. Just me. Or in Betty's case, no one is seeing you. And then relax that. Big hug in the center. Feet come back a little bit closer. Melt it down. We'll sink the chi 1 time. And now let's do another animal. I really like the monkey. You don't have to go up on her toes if you don't want to, if it's too much of a balance issue for you. But the monkey catches up his plums or his peaches or whatever fruit you like, grabs them up right in front, and then inhale and everything comes up. The shoulders hunch up. It's the only time that shoulders will hunch up. And hold those peaches. And if you're on your toes, fabulous. And if you're not, fabulous. And you look one side. There's nobody there to steal my peaches. And look to the other side. Still nobody there to steal my peaches. So I can relax. Heels come back down and peaches go down. Exhale. And here we go again. Inhale. And look around. See if anybody's going to steal your peaches. One side and the other side. All clear. And exhale. Push them down. This is the part where you obviously know your shoulders have dropped, okay? So one more time. Inhale. Float them up. Turn. Check it out. Turn to the other side. Don't forget to breathe. Right here's an inhale. And then exhale. Everything relaxes. Fabulous. And now just sway. Swaying and swaying. Nice, gentle sway. This reminds me of the weeping willow tree I have in my backyard when the wind blows. It just kind of floats to one side, the wind takes it and floats to the other side. Beautiful. And now this time let it float all the way up and over, all the way around. Circling again like a Ferris wheel. Slowly rotating around. Beautiful. And one more time. Inhaling here. And exhaling on the descent. And then when you get to the bottom, we're going to come to stillness and go in the opposite direction. So first we're going to sway. Okay? Just sway. Get ready. And now we'll go in the opposite direction with all big circle. Inhaling and exhaling. You can feel the weight shift in your feet as you do this. One last one. Circling overhead. Sunrise, sunset, this is called. Then when you get to the bottom, come to stillness again. And then make circles that are horizontal, right like you were polishing a table. Just a few and going in one direction. And don't stretch out too far, just in front of you. And then when you come to your body, come to stillness, and we'll go in the other direction. Inhaling and exhaling, let's not forget that. I forgot what number we're on, so we'll do it one more time. When you come back to your body, this time the hands are going to come up about heart level. And now you've either shrunk or the table has grown. And just keep polishing. And breathing. Inhaling and exhaling. And the next time you come to your body, come to stillness, and then polish in the other direction. Beautiful. I know this seems silly, but there's a point to it. Inhaling and exhaling. And inhaling and exhaling. Fabulous. When you come to your heart, let those hands come palm toward your heart and stretch out for a big hug. And let those hands go flat and melt them down and back to you, sinking the chi. We'll do that 3 times because I have to think of what I want to do next. Fabulous. All right, here we go. When we get down to the bottom, your hands just stay there for a second. Stepping out a little bit wider again, not too wide. Let those hands come up to your heart. Stretch them out, opening to the sides. And then one hand, pick one hand, comes sweeping over. Just the elbow bends right to your heart, and then let it go under. The hand goes under the elbow and stretches out and leans. And then the other hand comes into your heart and scoops under and pulls everything in the opposite direction. Lean the other way. Swimming dragon. So as you scoop in, that's your inhale. And scoop out. That's your exhale. It's a really cool movement. Stretching those arms straight across. One more each side. Inhale and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Beautiful. Let your fingers float toward the center. Bring your feet in a little bit. One hand is just going to stay palm forward, and the other one will circle, first below and then above. Nice little Zen circle. So inhale as you float up. Exhale as it circles around. Inhale and exhale. Another way to bring yourself to stillness. And right here, we're going to change sides. So the other hand goes down. Inhale up. And bring it to center. Fabulous. There's a method to my madness today, but you're not aware of it yet, so I'll tell you at the end. And let's do one more. And now let both hands just sink down. Arms are going to rotate out and the palms stretch out and come up to the top, facing each other, and then the fingers melt down, right down the center to open your heart. At your core right here, they bounce up to the heart, and then out and up and over and around. Like you're tracing a big ball in front of you. Comes to your core and then to your heart, and then let everything bounce down. And then stretching up, focus the chi energy like you're a funnel with your arms and focusing it, and then you're a funnel with your fingers and focusing it right down your center line. When you get to the bottom, focus that energy into a diamond, the hardest surface we know, and then press that out. Beautiful, shining, sparkling heart. And exhale and let it melt down. And we'll open the heart one more time. Rotating those hands palm up. Inhaling and gathering, focusing that chi, and then letting it all melt straight down. Right down that center line, right to your belly button core. Bouncing it up to your heart. Feel it in your heart, and then scoop it out right in front of you. Bringing it back into your core. And then up to your heart. And then just let it wash down and away. All the way to your toes. Score up some more chi right here. Focus it in. And bring it down. Get to your core. Here we go with our diamond. I don't really make such a good diamond. Floating it up to your heart. Flipping it out and press. Exhale. Inhale. And on your next exhale, let it melt down. And now we'll just go ahead and sink the chi 3 times. Inhale, lift and gather. Exhale and melt. Inhale, lift and gather. Exhale, melt it all down. Like chocolate on one day. Inhale, lift and gather. And exhale, make this a good one. Beautiful. Hands are just going to rest at your sides. Whatever foot you step down on, step back in. And a nice little bow. Always very nice. Acknowledge yourself and your ancestors. Oh, wait a minute. This is the end of the recording.